Hey guys, John Steingraber, broker owner at Signature Realty NJ. In this video, we're going to talk about the external factors that reduce the value of your home and things that you should be careful with. Number one is schools, right? For resale value, whether you have kids or you do not have kids, it's important to understand the rankings that the school district has and if they've gone up in the ranks or down in the ranks. And a great website for that is greatschools.org. You can check it out there. There's also a bunch of other websites depending on the area that you're in. I would also talk to some people in town to see what they think. In some neighborhoods, some zip codes, they have multiple different elementary schools, middle schools, more than one. Sometimes there's one that's way more desirable than the other. And these schools come down to the humans behind them, right? The principals, the vice principals, the staff, the administration, the teachers, and that's going to change the rankings of the school tremendously. Second is safety and crime. There's a lot of ways to look online, the safety and crime of an area, all the data and the statistics of how many crimes were committed, what types of crimes were committed in a particular zip code. That's important as well. And always drive both during the day and at night by the property to make sure that there's not a lot of loitering going on and things like that. That could negatively impact your experience living there, right? Everybody's a little bit different, and some people are totally cool with busy streets or being across the street from a school when all the kids come out. All those things are going to affect the value of a property, so make sure that you're doing your due diligence for that. Flood. Make sure that the property is not in a flood zone, or if it is, that you get proper flood insurance, and you also do your due diligence on if there was ever a flood at the property. Also talk to some of the neighbors to see if their properties have flooded, right? There's no incentive for them to mislead you when you're asking about that neighborhood, that block. So hopefully they'll be able to educate you on if there has been any major floods in the area and if there's a negative stigma, right? Negative stigmas of floods, like specifically areas that were hit by major storms and properties literally had 6 feet of water, and that's happened more than once, not just once every 100 years. Those are towns that have a negative stigma, or areas of a town that have negative stigmas of flood. That really lowers the value of property. We also talked about that in our due diligence video, so check that out. We go into a little bit more detail with that. And then traffic. Right? Traffic is something that will literally deter people from buying a house. It could be the most beautiful home in the world, but if it's on a double yellow line or in front of a highway, or a facility that stores trucks down the street and there's tractor trailers on your property, that's really, really important. If you're right by a school and everybody's lining up to pick up their kid on your block, that might negatively affect the value of the home. And then power lines. This is a big one. Power lines tremendously reduce the value of homes, and it's going to take you a long time to sell the property unless you price it really, really aggressively. And by aggressively, I mean lower comparative to other homes that are very similar but not near the power lines in that same town. So be careful with these 5 external factors. External factors are things that you cannot control, right? So make sure, and obviously there's more. If you have a business across the street that is attracting certain types of customers, if it's a go-go club or a bar and there's a lot of loitering, a lot of music outside, that could obviously negatively affect the property as well. So if you're getting value out of these videos, and if you're a buyer or a seller, and you are getting value, give us a like so more people will get access to these videos and the algorithms will show people that you like them. Comment and also subscribe so you get notified of any future videos that we do. See you on the next one.